Hello everyone, it's Noah Wilson here from iHollywood TV. Well, you can catch our next guest in the theatrical film, Run the Race. Take a look.
We got the beat! It's in our feet! It's in our hair! It's everywhere! The mighty rebel! The mighty rebel!
We're family.
No, you're some guy that walked out on us when Mom died.
You're on somebody's radar, son.
I'm gonna get that scholarship. I'm gonna get us out of here.
Well, you're as good at football as you are at beer pong.
Runs in the family, right?
Your boys don't need a coach. They need a dad.
This isn't about football anymore. It's about a ticket out of here, and that ticket's gone now.
They give scholarships for track.
I'm gonna go to state. Who's not gonna give a scholarship to the state champ? And wherever I end up, you're gonna walk onto the football team. That's the plan.
Goose call on three! 1, 2, 3!
Please welcome Tanner Stine joining us through VI Skype. What's up, Tanner?
What's going on, guys?
How's it going?
Going well, man. It's a busy little press day here in Hollywood, California, but, you know, we're surviving.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, you guys are, and I appreciate y'all for taking some time to chat with us. So let's get into it. So first off, in Run the Race, you know, we go on a journey with these two brothers, and we see them having to help take care of each other, and you know, and be there for each other as their mom has passed away to cancer, and their dad is an alcoholic, which we kind of see that change a bit in the film. But what really attracted you to be part of this project and to be part of a great family-friendly movie like Run the Race?
Well, you know, I think the first thing I noticed when I got the audition and when, you know, I went a little further into the process is the Tebow family being involved. I mean, that's just obviously a huge deal, and, you know, the credibility there is undeniable. So that really stuck out. I really, you know, could relate to the character. I think we were going through similar things at the time, and yeah, it just seemed like real life to me. It was a great script.
Yeah, I mean, well, it was a great movie. I screened it before, you know, of course, we hopped on here, and we loved it so much we watched it twice, as I told Evan.
Really?
We watched it 2 times. It was so good. I mean, really, you know, we don't really see a lot of great family-oriented movies like, you know, where you know, all ages, as Evan was saying, you know, can, you know, watch this film. And I think it was so good. It was so great. I'm so glad that, you know, this film was brought to the big screen, because I feel like, you know, during the time we're living in, we need to see something like this that can, you know, really uplift our souls and make us feel good. And, you know, we see your character, Zach, you know, because that's your character, Zach Truett, in the film. And we see him fall in love. But we also see that he has, you know, difficult time with his relationship with God. So, in your own words, how would you describe your character's bravery?
You know, I think anyone who goes through what, you know, these brothers have gone through and is still able to function on a day-to-day basis is miraculous. And so I think that in itself is outstandingly brave. Of both Zach and his brother Dave. I think you know, Dave has epilepsy, so he has seizures. His character has seizures a lot, and there's, you know, obviously probably that fear for Zach of what's going to happen to my brother, and you know, I need to be there for him, and there's that responsibility that he feels to make a life for himself and for his brother, and to hopefully get them out of the small town they live in. And, you know, I think it takes quite a bit of bravery to feel that responsibility and to take it on.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, your co-star, Evan Hofer, it looks like you guys have been brothers forever. You know, of course, you know, y'all were playing brothers in the film, but, you know, how was it like, you know, being able to work together on set? Because y'all hung out quite a bit on set.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't spend a moment apart the entire filming process, because we lived together, and when we weren't at the apartment together, we were usually in the same scenes together filming. So we didn't really have a moment to ourselves, which and maybe with anyone, that you develop a really great friendship. But especially with me and Evan, we hit it off right away. I think we complemented each other really nicely just as people. We're very different, but we get along very well. And it became effortless. It became a non-issue. And I think that dynamic, that Tanner and Evan dynamic is what you see on screen. There's no acting. And I gotta tip my hat off to Evan. He's just a friendly, easy person to be around, so it wasn't difficult.
He's awesome. Y'all both are great guys, and like I said, it's a really good movie. And just to kind of jump back to your character here for a bit, Zach, like we were saying, he does go through a bunch of, we see him face a bunch of challenges and struggles throughout the movie, and I can even relate to some of the, to some of the struggles that he has to face in the film. Tanner, I want to personally ask you, if you don't mind, what is a struggle or a challenge that you have had to face or overcome in your life?
I mean, like I said at the beginning, I definitely could relate to the questions that Zach is asking throughout the film, because I have asked those same questions myself throughout my life. And, you question all sorts of things about faith and religion. And so I've, definitely been through that. I've ridden that bus a few times, and, I'm just kind of always in a state of existential panic. So it's a constant, I have a very logical brain. Like, I like to logic my way through things, which can make it difficult sometimes because I'm always thinking. So yeah, I'm just struggle every day beating your own brain.
Your character, Zach, how do we see Zach grow as a person in this film?
I think Zach's very stubborn, and I could relate to that for sure. And he doesn't want to really admit that anyone else is right, because what he's doing is going to be right, whether it's right or not, if that makes sense, because it's what he decided to do, and he's very hard-headed. And I think, through the support of his brother and his relationship with Ginger that we see, and as well as his other mentors in the story, we see him kind of open his mind up to maybe these ideas of faith, and sort of you see him get past this frustration part of the process of grief. He really stays stuck in that frustration and that anger for so long, and it's so beautiful because you get to see him kind of soften out towards the end and become a little more understanding and a little more okay with the state of things, and then by the end it's he's kind of revived as a soul and as a person.
Yeah, I mean, I think this film, it has such a great message that is taught to the people that go out and watch and see this film. And I guess it kind of leads me to our last question is, what is the message, or what do you hope the audience will take when they watch this film in theaters on February the 22nd?
Nice. I like that. I've been asked that question quite a bit, and there's people are going to take away whatever they want to take away. There's plenty of positive messages in the film, but if afterwards it makes you want to call your brother or your mom or someone in your life that you value, then it's done its job. When it reminds you of what really matters and who matters in your life, that's would be good for me if people took that away.
Yeah. Well, you guys, please be sure to go see Run the Race. It is going to be in theaters with Tanner Stine, Evan Hofer, and many more of an incredible cast. It's going to be out in theaters on February the 22nd, so please go see it. Tanner, thank you so much for joining us. And one last question. Is there any current projects or anything that's in the works for you that you would like to share with our audience?
Yeah, there's a show called Impulse on it's a YouTube original.
Ooh.
And season 1's out. We're filming season 2 here in a few weeks in Toronto. So yeah, go check it out if you have some time.
Yeah, go watch it on YouTube. That's right. All right, Tanner, thank you so much again for joining us. And go watch Run the Race. It's a great film.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Noah.